And my mic was off. There we go. What is up, guys? Welcome to the World Revere live stream. We're only 48 minutes away. Only 48 minutes away. But I got out of work a little bit early, so I thought I would start up the live stream a little bit early and just kind of chill with you guys, maybe do a little speculation, that kind of stuff. Just have a good time. That's what this is all about, right? 11:30 was going to be ready. It's actually going to be at, depending on where you live, it's 11:30 Pacific time. So the actual reveal live stream isn't going to start for another 48 minutes, like you can see here on screen. Oh, bloused boots. You hope we get bloused boots? Yeah, dude. Hey, Austin. How's it going, man? James, welcome, man. How's it going? Everybody, I won't be able to get to everybody. If you say hi, I'll try to get to you, but welcome. It's been a long time coming. Ghost Recon Wildlands was pretty much responsible for the explosion of my channel. I was pretty much a nobody until I started covering Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I went from like 300 subscribers up to like 13,000 subscribers with Wildlands. Kind of stepped away for a little while covering some other games and stuff like that because there wasn't really a whole lot going on with Ghost Recon Wildlands, and kind of picked it up a little bit more recently, and then with some of the stuff with Operation Oracle, and unofficially Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It's not official or anything like that. There's been leaks and stuff like that, but it's not a battle royale. And for those of you guys, that's all I'm going to say. There was a bunch of leaks, and let's not talk a crazy lot about them in chat. For those people that have not seen the leaks yet, let them enjoy the reveal. Let them enjoy it. Don't spoil it. I know I really didn't want it spoiled for myself, but being a YouTuber, as soon as that leak went live, I had people messaging me and tweeting me on Twitter and all sorts of stuff telling me, you know, hey, did you see the leak? Did you see the leak? But, whoa. Oh my lord, why is it not showing up? Hold on a sec, guys. Somebody just donated. Whoever you are, thank you for the donation. For some reason, it's not showing up. Whoop. Just bear with me here for a sec. I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna do a test. So this is not real. We're gonna test this. There we go. Okay, that should have worked. That should have worked. Crap. Yeah, I don't know if for some reason if the donations aren't working, guys, for not popping up. Hold on. Let's do one. Let's try one more thing. Hold on. I'll get to chat here in a sec. I'm just trying to make it so that if you guys donate, I don't want you guys to miss out on it. I want to be able to thank you guys and stuff like that. So It should have popped up. I don't know why it didn't pop up. I don't know. The only thing I could say is I recommend if you guys are going to do that, just go to the super chat. For some reason, the other notification's not working. It worked? That was a test. The test worked, but whoever put it up earlier, it didn't work. And I do not know why. But anyway. All right, where were we? Oh, let me scroll back up. So I'm going to confirm a couple things here, but we're not going to get into any spoilers. And like I said earlier, RNSN Gamer, yo, thank you for the sub, man. Thank you. We're not going to talk about the leaks because, like I said, I don't want it to spoil it to anybody because I was really looking forward to being able to do a reaction to whatever they show, like a real reaction. Now that I kind of know about most of the stuff that's gonna probably be shown, it doesn't mean it is gonna be shown. But I can promise you this: it is not a battle royale. I promise, it's not a battle royale. A gaming effect, dude. I've been ready since I got up this morning. I didn't even want to go to work this morning. I wanted to start this live stream at like 6 o'clock this morning, but I knew that was just dumb. A movie? It would be cool. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Ghost Recon Alpha. I think it was Ghost Recon Alpha. It came out, it was like a prequel or a prelude to Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Deshante Daly, yo, thank you for the sub. Thank you. That was really, really cool. It kind of led up to the events of Future Soldier. Yes, it's not a BR. It's not a Battle Royale. Like, don't get me wrong, 2 years ago when Wildlands launched with no PvP and the open world was fucking amazing, yes, give us a Battle Royale. That would have been kind of cool at that time. Battle Royale's sort of declining. There's a bunch of other Battle Royales out there. It really doesn't fit the Clancy games. So don't do it. Don't do it. Wildlands was perfectly fine. Hello from Malaysia? What? Welcome. I'm at work right now, sitting here excited as hell. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my lord. Hiira there? Thank you for the sub. Does it have a character just like the old Ghost Recon? This... How do I explain this? I don't want to spoil anything. It plays like Wildlands. Let's put it that way. It's going to feel like Wildlands. And I said this a long time ago, that if they ever made a sequel to Ghost Recon Wildlands, it would have to bridge the gap between Wildlands and Future Soldier. Robert Bishop, yo, thank you for the sub, man. It would have to bridge the gap between Wildlands and Future Soldier. And from the sound of the key plot points, it's gonna do that. Jim Krupp, yo, thank you for the sub, man. Is there any awesome character customization, weapon customization? I would assume, we don't know yet, is going to be the exact same as Wildlands. You're going to be able to deck out your dude and or your chick with everything. Bryant Sereno, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome. I would just put in a nutshell, all of the great things that you guys loved about Wildlands is going to be there. Plus, from the way it sounded, there's going to be some new stuff, whether that be new movement, new cover system, basically, they've been listening. Ubisoft has been listening to the community, and a lot of things that you guys have wanted that haven't came to Wildlands, I would expect to see in Ghost Recon blank. Like, we're done talking about spoilers and leaks and stuff like that, because I want you guys to be able to enjoy this. Flex and G's. Welcome to A Squad Gaming. All right, sup from New York City. How's it going, man? Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2, bring back those Ghost Recon. Oh, dude. Don't even get me started on Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2. Spawn X100, thanks for the sub, man. I loved those games. Absolutely loved those games. Andre M94. And for everybody else that's in here, he says, he or she says, new game, please. This is unconfirmed. I mean, it's all leaks and unconfirmed, but this is what I'm going to say. Expect another DLC for Ghost Recon Wildlands, maybe multiple, and a new game coming out this year. That's all I'm going to say. Dr. Maverick, yo, thank you for the sub, man. Hope they have a lot of gunsmith customizations. Hello from Malaysia. Don't sleep yet right now. It's 1:52 a.m. Whoo! Ubisoft listened? I'll be honest with you. I think they've listened, and some of the things that they have not instituted into Wildlands that they just were like, you know, it'd be too big, or it was just something that would kind of mess with the flow or whatever. It's going to be in the new game. And welcome to all the ghosts. Jason Rook, yo, thank you for the sub, man. Lone Wolf, what's going on? Best of both worlds with Future Soldier and Wildlands. I think it'll be great. Caleb Corvin, thank you for the sub, man. See, now this is 100%. There was no leak pointing to this. There was no nothing. So this is just what I want. I would love to see, for those of you guys that played Ghost Recon Future Soldier, you know who Team Predator is. Team Predator was the team of Ghosts at the start of Future Soldier. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for any of you guys that have not played Future Soldier and you want to go play it. Mute your mic for a sec or mute your headset for a sec. But I would love to see them bring in Team Predator into whatever this game is going to be as like a cameo or something. Bring in Ramirez. Bring in Joe Ramirez and his squad. They die at the start of Future Soldier in a nuclear explosion, which leads to the events of Future Soldier. Bring them back. Joe Ramirez was in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I believe he was in Ghost Recon 2. And then in Future Soldier, they just killed him. Like right at the start, they just killed him. Bring him back for something, like they did with Scott Mitchell in Wildlands. Bring back Joe Ramirez and Team Predator somehow, some way, shape, or form in this next game. That would be so fucking awesome. The new game is Ghost Recon. Yo, let's try to keep the spoilers down, guys. Like, I'm trying, for those of you guys that have just came in here, we're trying to keep the leaks and the spoilers out of the chat. Like, if you guys want to talk about what you think is going to be in the next game, just don't try to spoil it, because there's a lot of people in here that may have no idea what this game is going to be about, and they're going to be just genuinely happy and surprised when they show it. And I want you guys to be able to enjoy that. I really do. Maybe Kozak makes an appearance. I would not be surprised if Kozak makes an appearance. See, I can't say that. I can't spoil it. 01, really looking forward to this. Hope we can play as John Bernthal. He's in it. He's in the game. That's all I can say. Got this feeling Ubisoft is trying to separate themselves from the rest of the pack when it comes to this new age of tactical shooters. They need a new cover system. Definitely, they need a new cover system. The soft cover system in Wildlands, after playing The Division for a month without playing Wildlands and then coming back, oof, man, the cover system was clunky. We can only hope. We can only hope. Maybe unique voices for each other. I kind of like that. I kind of like the characters that we have now. I kind of like the fact that you kind of get to know them from their voices. Mad Dog Kelso, yo, thank you for the sub, man. Oh, I'm trying to read this. They got a new update. I don't know. PvP. I would expect there to be some sort of a PvP at launch. I'm just going to throw that out there, guys. From all the leaks and all the stuff like that, we're going to be getting DLCs for Wildlands and a new game. That's all I'm going to say. But expect that game to launch with PvP. That was one of the biggest mistakes they made with Wildlands, and I don't think they're going to make that mistake twice. I personally would love to see Conflict, which was with a multiplayer game mode from Future Soldier, that like the objectives in the game kept changing. So like at the very start of the game, you might be trying to capture an objective. And then once you captured the objective or you failed to capture the objective, it would switch. And you would have to eliminate an enemy VIP on the other team. So there would be a high value target that was designated somebody on the other team. And then you had to go kill him before they got him to a certain spot on the other side of the map, you know? Like stuff like that would be just those kind of game modes. Conflict from Future Soldier would be amazing. DJB Gaming, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? Bring back Future Soldier's suppression. Ooh, yeah, dude. The suppression system in Future Soldier, that was so good. Yo, Riggs75. I don't know if you just got here, but we're just trying to ease down on the leaks. We're trying to keep... There's a lot of people in here that might not have seen the leaks, so just try to keep it to a minimum. Is Future Soldier multiplayer still a thing? I played it a while back. Like, it was probably almost a year ago. And there was not many people on it. I would have almost expected them to taken down the servers by now. Just maybe not. Man, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm hoping that we'll be able to rappel and climb rock faces. That would be cool. Like you can rappel and all that stuff in Siege. That would be really cool if you could do that in Future Soldier. You could in Future Soldier too, I think. Nathan Williams, thank you for the sub, bro. And yes, I'm drinking out of a solo cup because I don't believe in washing dishes. Oh boy, I'm gonna butcher this. Gigu Lemon, thank you for the sub. Will there be realistic ballistics? I think the ballistics are going to be very similar to Wildlands, I would think. Shaniqua Johnson, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I heard it was 4-player based campaign. So was Wildlands. Wildlands was 4-player co-op. Same concept. Anyone else play Delta Force Operator? Play as a Delta Force Operator. I would love to see a scenario where the ghosts are framed for an attack, so they must go undercover to find the actual person responsible for Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. It's Mayo. Thank you for the sub. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure. That'd be tough. That'd be tough to see exactly how that would work. Future Soldier was a great game, one of my favorite games. Dude, I've went back and played Future Soldier like all the way through the campaign. Probably more than 20 times. It's so good. Oh my gosh, Terrorist Hunt back in like Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Oh my lord, that was so fun. Crack sound for headshots? Eh. The ballistics aspect of it, they're trying to be a little bit. Oh my lord. That was... David like the King, planting the heavens. Thank you for the sub, man. Battle Royale mode would suck. Some kind of sniper mode where you create a sniper and go on missions either on your own or two-man team sniper spotter. That'd be kind of cool. You could kind of institute those on your own, though. You wouldn't need a special game mode for it. Matthias X, what's up, man? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, guys. Those of you guys just tuning in, we're trying to keep the spoilers and the leaks to a minimum. Not everybody in here has saw that. There's a lot of people that don't know a lot about the game yet, and I really want them to be surprised, happily surprised when they see it. So, for those of you guys just tuning in too, it's not Battle Royale. It's not. It's not Battle Royale. I'll even put this. Hold on. I'm sick of Battle Royale. Needs to go away. Yeah, you're good. You're good. 30 minutes left, guys. See, where is this at right now? This satellite. Is it supposed to be like down the bottom? Where is that? It's decrypting Operation Greenstone. Wildlands 2? It's not going to be called that, but it's probably going to play like it. Wow, dude. Your name, bro. I love your name. Some very fine original content, dipshit. Brian Ray 47, thank you for the sub. Travis Frederick. Brian Ray 47. Thank you guys all for subs. Thank you, thank you. Travis Frederick. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. Never mind. Already got that one. Radoslav Parvonov. I totally butchered your name. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you for the sub. Gotta scroll back down to catch up with chat. God damn, you guys are going so fast. I can't keep up. I'm on the toilet watching this, bro. How many streams and YouTube videos I watch when I'm on the crapper? Best time to watch. Best time to watch. Thank the Lord Satan is not a battle royale. The baddies in the game only going to be drones and robots? No. No, no, no. I don't think there's going to be any robots. I don't think there's going to be any actual robots. Better Red Than Dead. Uriel Viterbo. And Erdwan Jusuf. Oh my gosh. Jusufi? Thank you guys all for subbing. Thank you guys. Welcome to the channel. A new Ghost Recon game. Okay, for those of you guys tuning in now, without spoiling anything, for those of you guys that have just tuned in, I've mentioned this multiple times already, let's keep the leaks and the spoilers to an absolute minimum. There's a lot of people in here that don't know about the leaks and stuff, and I want them to be surprised, happily surprised when we actually see the reveal. But two things I'm going to say. One, we're getting more DLC for Ghost Recon Wildlands, and two, we're getting another game. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to keep it to that. It's unconfirmed. There's leaks and stuff out there, but we're going to be getting both probably. Obviously, you guys can see here down on the bottom of the screen, on screen right here, Operation Greenstone. I'm pretty sure this is going to be for Wildlands. And then I'm assuming they're going to show the game. I would think so. Loved SOCOM. Oh, dude, I would love for them to bring back like SOCOM. Oh, Aaron Wright. Wajahat Hafiz, Derek Heaps, Justin Santos, Chaos Theory donated $2. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, man. Thanks for the $2. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy it. The RPO Master, Yannick CYR. Thank you guys all for subbing to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. The road to 32,000 is on. Okay, wow, dude, chat is, dear Lord, it's so far behind. My notifications are extremely far behind. I do not know why. I apologize for that. This is the same thing Activision did with COD Black Ops 4. The RPD Master. Did I already say that? Yes, I already did. All right. I got to stop reading those. Is there going to be a new Ghost Squad? Sort of. Sort of. That's all I can say. There may or may not be Ghost or Ghosts from the Ghost Squad from Wildlands. We're just going to leave it at that. Thomas Fleming, Dante Williams. Yo, thank you guys. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. Keep up the awesome work, man. Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I really enjoy doing the YouTube thing. It's kind of my passion. I just have had some intermittent times where I've just been super, super busy with my personal life. Makes it tough. Makes it tough with a wife and 2 kids and a full-time job, also doing YouTube. So bear with me on that part, guys. If there's some days and maybe even a week where I don't upload anything, it just means my life got super, super busy. What's the other emblem at the bottom? All right. It's gonna have that little thing. So the skull is obviously like the Ghost Recon logo, the current Ghost Recon logo. This logo is the wolves. The wolves, I should say. This is gonna be the enemy faction in the new game. I mean, they're displaying it on screen for you guys to see right now, so they're not hiding it. And then over here, we have the Operation Oracle logo, or I should say the Skeltech logo, Skell Technology logo. You do an awesome job, man. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I really do. Does it look better than Wildlands? Considering Wildlands was in development for 5 years, came out in 2017, so it started development in 2012. This game, supposedly this game that's supposed to come out, started being worked on when they announced PvP in Wildlands, so it's only been in development for about a year and a half. So I would assume they're going to take a lot of the assets from Wildlands and move them over, but also institute new things, better graphics, better mechanics, stuff like that. So TC Dirtybird 79, Isaac Miller, Tristan 11 Ev, Jimmy Johnson. Thank you guys so much for the subs. I really, really appreciate it. Wolves like to hunt. And I'm going to throw this out there real quick. For those of you guys that played Operation Oracle, this was an Easter egg that not a lot of people caught. when you go to rescue Bowman and Walker is holding her captive, what does she say? She says this wolf won't take these cuffs off. That's all I'm going to say. Direct sequel to Wildlands? Yes. Bodark? I think the early stages of Bodark is going to be in this game. That's my personal opinion. That's not leaked or anything. That's just my personal opinion on what I've seen. Robert Martin, yo, thank you for the sub, brother. Winter map for the operation. You already have kind of a winter region in like the whole Inca Camina area. But oh my lord. Okay, so we're getting. Let me just hold on a sec. 9.99. Jalen Lane, thank you so much for the dono. I really appreciate it. I demand a new Splinter Cell game. Okay, so with that being said, E3 is less than a month away. Why are they showing this game now? Because they already have a stacked lineup for E3. Can we see a Splinter Cell at E3? Possibly. Possibly. Miss Graw 2. Dude, I have so many memories from Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. It's insane, dude. Santa Jackie, thank you for the sub. What is Bodark? Bodark is the team of special operations people, I guess you could say, Russians, that were your enemy in Future Soldier. Basically, they had the same tech as the Ghost. They had the optical camouflage. They had the fancy drones. They had actually better. I should say this. They had better optical camouflage because they could move. They could run and shoot and still stay invisible. The Ghosts couldn't do that. Trailer, then gameplay at E3. I think we're going to see gameplay today. I think we're going to see gameplay today of Ghost Recon. And I would assume they're going to talk more about it at the Ubisoft press conference. But from what I've heard that Ubisoft is bringing to E3, it's a really stacked lineup. Not sure if they would have had a lot of room to squeeze in some Ghost Recon, to be honest. Ruiz? Corleone, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Welcome. 639 people in here. Holy shit. Congrats, that's it. This is the biggest stream I have ever had in the history of the YouTube channel. Only second place would be the midnight launch of Wildlands. That's so awesome. Welcome, everybody that's in here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we got a lot more people in here since the last time I said this. For those of you guys who have just tuned in, I'm gonna say one major thing real quick, just to clear up a lot of people's questions. It's not Battle Royale. It's not Battle Royale. It's something else. Yeah, I wish the coolest part I think for me was seeing like the Bodark was in the Ghost Recon Alpha. For those of you guys that have never watched Ghost Recon Alpha, it was a prelude to Ghost Recon Future Soldier. It's an actual short film. It's a real life movie. Go watch it. So the first time the Ghosts see the enemy faction like creeping up on them when they're cloaked, oh dude, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Wildlands is so underrated that it is. It is very underrated. Can you take away the new subscriber? Can you take away the new subscriber of the screen, please? I can move it. I just want people that subscribe. I want you guys to, see it. We can shrink it down. There. We can shrink it down and move it over. That way it's kind of a little bit out of the way so you guys can see more. I hope there will be a predator to kill in like in Wildlands. Who knows what they'll do? Who knows? Based on the location, the possible location of where we're going, it's definitely a possibility. What's the short film called again? Ghost Recon Alpha. ALPHA. I believe there's a couple people from the Wildland, or not the Wildlands. I think 30K. I think 30K from the Ghost Recon Future Soldier campaign is in there. I'm pretty sure. Simon's SP, Traveling Matt 8515, and Rico Reyes. Thank you guys all for subbing. I really, really appreciate it. Do I have a Switch? Like a Nintendo Switch? No, I do not own. The most recent Nintendo console that I own is a Nintendo 64. John Bird, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it, man. Want that Cole Walker special outfit? I'll be honest, we're probably going to get it today. To be honest. See, I have no idea why that notification just went off. Nothing popped up. Killzone Fanboy and Hunter Dreyer, thank you guys for the subs. Really, really appreciate it, man. Hey, HWAT Gaming, as promised, I am here. Luca, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? I need smoke grenades, dude. Smoke grenades. Yes, we need smoke grenades. Unidad, nothing compared to Wolves. Yes. 007 Goldeneye for the win. I still have it. I still have the original box that it came in too, man. JTA, sock on the head, Ed Boy. Thank you guys for subbing. I really, really appreciate it. Why there is map names below you? Hold on a sec, guys. I'll show you. I'm going to turn the alert. Nah, I don't want to turn the alerts off. Those are all like Lone Star Shield. Up at the very top, you guys can't see it, it's by my head. We have White Razor, Desert Siege, Island Thunder, Jungle Storm. These are all games, like old operations and games from Ghost Recon. Obviously, down at the bottom, we have Operation Kingslayer down here at the very bottom. All right. I'm going to mention this again for those of you guys that are just tuning in because I'm seeing more of it in the chat. It's not Battle Royale. Those of you guys that want it or don't want it, it's not Battle Royale. It's not Battle Royale. Am I going to E3 this year? Unfortunately, I was not selected to be a Ubisoft star player, and I can't really afford to go on my own dollar. So no, I will not be going to E3 this year, unfortunately. Two Marvelous Idiots. Love your name, bro. Love it. Thank you for the sub, man. I hate this. Another good name. Thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to A-Squad Gaming. Can't wait for Ghost Recon for N64. Bigger or smaller than the Bolivia map? I would probably say that it's smaller. Being the fact that it took them a good 4 years to make that map. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Raul Rodriguez. Who's excited for new Ghost Recon? This guy. Riot Shields? Doubt it. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, and I know some of you guys might hate me when I say this. Battle Royale, I enjoy Battle Royale, but I'm not consumed by it by like so many people. In my personal opinion, the map of Wildlands fits a Battle Royale, yes, but the gameplay mechanics of Ghost Recon don't. So it wouldn't mesh, in my opinion. Operation Greenstone will fit after Kingslayer. It might. And who knows? Maybe that's like the code name for the next game. Because it says down there, we don't see Ghost Recon Wildlands anywhere down there. Shattered Mountain, that was Future Soldier. Shattered Mountain, Operation Shattered Mountain, that was Future Soldier. And then below that we have Operation Kingslayer, aka Wildlands. Maybe Operation Greenstone, aka Ghost Recon. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not going to spoil it. Just going to spoil it. They added all maps in the entire Ghost Recon series and updated all their maps and graphics. Pfft. Boy, imagine how long that'd take to download. Any spoils? Help us out. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I know a lot of information about what we're probably going to see in this live stream upcoming in 14.5 minutes. But I want you guys to be able to see it and not know what it's going to be. So then you guys will get the full effect of the surprise. You guys are going to be happy. You guys are going to be happy. It's going to be good. The few things that I will say that's not really going to spoil anything, I've wanted for the longest time, if they made a Wildlands 2, I wanted them to bridge the gap between Wildlands and Future Soldier, because Wildlands, the events of Wildlands take place 5 years before the events of Future Soldier. For those of you guys that don't know, there's a big time period in between there where technology really ramps up, because the technology in Future Soldier is crazy compared to Wildlands. I think this next game is definitely going to bridge the gap a lot. New game or DLC? Both. Are you an Assassin's Creed fan? Yes. Assassin's Creed 2 is still my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time. Love Assassin's Creed. And you guys want to hear something crazy? Never played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Don't hate, never played it. I was really upset when they called it an Assassin's Creed game, because it really wasn't. They used the name to sell it, in my opinion, but Wildlands does not deserve a sequel, even if it's not titled Wildlands 2. If the pile known as Division can get a sequel, why not Wildlands? Does deserve. Okay, does deserve. See, I would love for them to institute a cover system kind of halfway between Wildlands and the Division. Because the Wildlands cover, it's too soft. It's too soft of a cover. Division, it's way too sticky. Like when you get stuck up against something, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get off of cover. If they went kind of halfway in between, it'd be perfect. Like similar to Future Soldier. Released in October? Maybe. Damn. Okay. I know I'm wearing the wrong shirt. I'm wearing the wrong shirt for the stream. Wrong game, but I haven't picked up my Ghost Recon shirt yet. Whatever we'll get after 11 minutes. Yeah, it does deserve a sequel. Yes, it does. How can it be both? DLC for Wildlands. New game. Will they do a stage gameplay? Probably. I don't know. I know the Division always does staged. Like, it looks like oh, look, there's 4 players. They're playing online. They're not. Like, it's, you know, so. Will any stat weapon unlocks carry over? I doubt it. Unfortunately, the amount of weapons that I've gotten in Wildlands, I doubt any of it's going to carry over, unfortunately. Hamish Carlin, Moro Boy, Jose Negron. Yo, thank you all so much for subbing to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you guys see me like messing with stuff, sometimes I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm a hand talker, so. Division 2 sucks. Personally, I enjoyed the Division 2. It looked beautiful. Yes, yeah, how can it be a new game and DLC? DLC for Wildlands and a game. And a game later. I kind of wish it was a prequel for the Ghost Squad, but it should bridge Future Soldier to Ghost Recon Wildlands, but then the Division is hack. Ghost Recon Skeltech Farming Simulator Islands. Boy, that's a mouthful. No weapons. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna transfer over, unfortunately. Hope we get really detailed weapon customization. I would think that they would do whatever they did with, like, okay, so Ghost Recon Future Soldier was the first game to ever have the, oh my god, Gunsmith, new feature, Gunsmith. They expanded on it in Wildlands. I would only assume they're gonna expand on it more in Ghost Recon. Yeah, see, this is the, could you imagine? So, you know, like the Division 1 was the first game ever running on the Snowdrop engine. That engine was created for that game. The color scheme in New York City was kind of dull and gray and just blah, blah, blah with the snow and everything. So in the Division 2, with it being summertime in Washington, D.C., you have all the parks and all the rural kind of somewhat areas. You get to see a lot of the vibrant colors, and it really showcases what the Snowdrop engine can do. Could you imagine a Ghost Recon game running on the Snowdrop engine? That'd be insane. Dear Lord, we have 850 people in here. That is insane. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. I cannot thank you guys enough. Hold on a sec. John Breeden, thank you for the dollar holla, man. I really appreciate it, man. Everything helps. Every little bit helps. I do this as a hobby, the YouTube thing. For those of you guys that don't know, I just do it as a hobby. There we go. If you've listened to Nomad and his team talk about the Santa Blanca cartel, El Sueño and his lieutenants actually answer to someone in Mexico, I don't think it's going to be in Mexico. How are you looking at this screen? It's on Twitch. This live stream is from Twitch. Ghost Recon on Twitch. This has been live for like almost 2 hours. Island setting? Maybe. Is there a new gunsmith for this new update? I wouldn't call it an update. Yeah, I'll get 1,000 viewers. Oh, real quick, while we have this many people in here, if you guys enjoy the content on the channel, you guys enjoyed the live stream so far, and you guys are excited about Ghost Recon, make sure to hit that thumbs up video on the live stream, guys. That would really, really be awesome. It would really help the channel. Every like helps. Every comment helps. Missed that over-the-shoulder view? Dude, the over-the-shoulder view of Future Soldier was severely underrated. It was such a good camera angle for that game. Violated Lamer. Thank you for the dollar holla, man. Canada setting? That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. There's a lot of beautiful area up there, but I don't know where you'd set it. I was waiting for somebody to catch that. You've been out in the sun by your sunglasses tan, my raccoon eyes. I actually work my job. I work in commercial construction, building big ass buildings and stuff, and being as nice as it has been outside, you know, working up on a roof and other things, always wearing sunglasses and stuff. I always get this, my tan. Plum Gang, I love your channel, brother. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Aaron Martin, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it, man. Check out some of those little... I got a few emotes in there for those of you guys. Start spamming them emotes, brother. Let me catch back up down here. What we got? Brandon Warich, Ronaldo Guinness Jr., Captain Darnit, Violated Lamer donated $1. Farron Phoenix, Rob Warneck, Stephen White. Thank you guys so much for subbing to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. What are we at now? 31,844. We've gained almost 200 subscribers since the start of this stream. That's insane. Storm is coming. 5.5 minutes, boys and girls and kids and grandparents, whoever's in here. 5.5 more minutes. And now that we have almost 1,000 people in here, for those of you guys that have just tuned in, I've said this multiple times, just so you guys will know, whether you want it or not, it's not Battle Royale. It is not Battle Royale. Okay? It's not. Micah Peterson for the $1.99. What do you think? What do you think, or a Tom Clancy gaming universe? What do I think of the Tom Clancy gaming universe? I think it is insanely well put together. If any of you guys ever go over to, like, for instance, if you Google search Ghost Recon Wiki, and then it's run by a Wiki fandom, and you go over there and you start digging, every little tiny itty bitty crumb of lore, all the way back to the original Ghost Recon, in the Ghost Recon novels, everything, it's all there. The amount of lore that's in all of the Tom Clancy games, and then how they try to intertwine that with each other, with Splinter Cell kind of intertwining with Rainbow Six and intertwining with Ghost Recon. And it's, dude, I couldn't do it. I give props to whoever that does all that. It's crazy because everything correlates to each other. How do I know that? Okay, let's put it this way. If there's a surprise game mode where it's Battle Royale, I will be surprised. I will be utterly surprised. I don't think... It's not Battle Royale. Richard Stoll. A Hafez. Oh my lord. Afizi. Robert Roberts. Oh my lord. The chat is so small over there on that monitor. Robert Robinson. G Artist. Rommel Dwayne. Eric Potts. Thank you all so much for subbing to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Holy shit, there's the 1,000 mark. I'm just like, if you guys see me like down here looking down at the bottom, I'm just looking down there just to see how many people's in here because I actually don't have anything else up on screen that tells me how many people in there. And I just kind of want to show my wife later. Just be like, yo, look how many people were in my stream. Oh, boy. Should we see a Battlefield-style Tom Clancy game in the End War story? That'd be interesting because End War is the only one that really conflicts with a lot of stuff. Okay, you stated it as a fact. I'm pretty sure there's no Battle Royale. What do we got here? What do we got? Quality. We got 1080p. 1080p. So this is the highest quality that we're going to have. Wolfinator. Patskew? Andrew Murray. Junebug Samari. Samurai. Junebug Samurai. Trying to read that really fast. Thank you guys all so much for subbing to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. It's going nuts. I hope there's co-op in the new game. It's going to be the same style co-op as Wildlands. Are you a Counter-Strike player? Unfortunately, I'm not. I played it a few times. Nah, not really my thing. I prefer games where you can actually aim in, to be honest, as crazy as that sounds. I love you, Dad. Love you too, buddy. It's throat slitting in a green jungle and swimming in a Pacific Blue Ocean holiday time for Ghost Recon. You've been doing some research. Jumpy, what's going on, brother? Shoot while swimming in water? That is... See, as a military trained person, it's like, no, I'm not. I'm going to confuse you guys. I'm not military trained. But as somebody that, like, for instance, is military trained, that is a very hard thing to do. Getting excited? Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm super excited about this. I cannot wait. You can have an option for Battle Royale, but if it's main game, no way. I mean, if there's an option for it, I just feel as if that would pull in too many people that don't respect what it is. So we're gonna probably calm down here with the talking, guys. If this starts firing away and gets super crazy on screen, I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy it, and then if there's a little downtime, we'll kind of talk about what we saw. Holy shit! For hitting 1,000 viewers, don't spend it all in one place. Filthy Western Spies. Thank you for the 15, brother. And Amp the Nation. Awesome info, my man. Great stream. Thank you for the $19.99. Really, really appreciate it. It goes a long way. Oh. Oh. We're zooming in. We're zooming in. There's the map. There's the map. Satellite feed. It's an island. Multiple islands. You see it? It's starting to zoom in on the islands. That's the new map. 10 seconds and counting. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Europe. We got a trailer?
Welcome to Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, the franchise that pioneered the... In 2001, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon defines the squad-based military shooter genre with realistic and challenging
Man, that's really
gameplay.
quiet.
As a powerful sequel, Ghost Recon 2 introduces a dynamic shift to third person and supports up to 16 players in enhanced multiplayer modes. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter improves the focus on team coordination and features actual military prototype equipment and weapons. 1 year later, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 delivers a deeply immersive campaign and multiplayer future war experience.
Yeah, the audio's low over on Twitch.
Supporting units. In 2012, Ghost Recon Future Soldier makes a shift to exhilarating cover-based gameplay with the inclusion of the sync shot, gunsmith, and adaptive camouflage technology.
It's as loud as it goes. It's low on their end.
And in 2017, Ghost Recon Wildlands leads a tactical shooter into a breathtaking open-world experience to explore either solo or up to 4-player co-op, as well as in a tactical 4v4 PvP mode in Ghost War. And now, the future of Ghost Recon.
Hey everyone, my name's Emil Dalbon. I'm a U.S. Army Green Beret. I've served with Special Forces for 14 years and have deployed all over the world. I'm also very proud to be a writer on a new Ghost Recon game. Being part of the Ubisoft team has been an incredible journey for me, and we are so excited to share with you, our community, an experience that is going to bring players closer to real special operations missions than ever before.
When we launched Ghost Recon Wildlands, we released an action-packed, open-world military shooter that can be played in solo and up to 4-player co-op from beginning to end. We were completely blown away by your response. We are so grateful to our community that has grown to more than 15 million players. It's an honor. The stakes are high. Today, we're super excited to introduce a brand new Ghost Recon game to you. So let's get to it.
Our story begins on a remote island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean called Aroa.
The mythical golem was imagined as an artificial intelligence designed to serve and protect. The myth is now a reality.
This self-driving vehicle crossed the entire United States without a human touching the wheel.
The computer was creative. It outsmarted me every step of the way.
Entrepreneur, visionary, genius. Jay Skell is planning to change the world.
This is our first deployment of lethal drones. They have already saved countless U.S. lives.
From our new headquarters on Aurora Archipelago, Skell Technology will, quite simply, build the future. Skell-Tech drones will enhance industries across the globe. They will eliminate food shortages, heal the sick, and in time, erase poverty.
Mr. Skell, critics claim that with new autonomous systems, we risk summoning the devil. What do you say to that?
We combine AI and machinery to serve humanity peacefully. I am personally dedicated to
scary. Machines that can act together and react faster than humans.
They're cheaper and more efficient than any other measure. There's no doubt that swarm surveillance systems will reduce crime on our streets.
Would Mr. Skell care to comment on the recent assassination of a political candidate by a lethal drone?
Mr. Skell has no comment at this time. Lethal, autonomous weapons are being developed and deployed without oversight or limitations. They are the next global threat. The UN must vote to enact sanctions on the spread of these weapons. We must act now.
We've lost contact with Aroa. No way to reach Jay Skell. Yes, sir, I understand the risk level. We're sending them in.
Sending in the ghosts.
The Ghosts are elite Spec Ops soldiers, the best of the best. But just how far can you push the Ghosts? How strong are they? How much can they take before they break?
A breakpoint is a forced posture change. Shift from attack to defend. From defend to withdraw. From recon to survive. It is the moment when a unit has lost its combat effectiveness, when it is no longer able to fight. The onset of this inability to carry out a mission constitutes a breakpoint.
There it is. Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
This is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. In the past, the Ghosts had a plan. What if this time there was no briefing? What if this time the enemy expected them?
Let's start at the beginning of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Your call sign is Nomad, a ghost sent to Aurora. You have been sent there for what seems to be a usual mission. But this is far from what is about to happen.
Ooh, Nomad's looking rough.
From this point on, all of your military survival skills will be put to the test. As you make your way through this mysterious island, you will discover the majesty, the beauty,
Ooh,
and
that looks
diversity
good.
of this brand new open world.
Wow.
From snowy peaks to sandy beaches, jungles, deserts, fjords, even a volcano. But you're not on Aurora to sightsee. Nestled in a beautiful archipelago and driven by the singular vision of accomplished engineer Jay Skell, they develop AI and autonomous drones.
Skell's mission is to make the world a better place. But the road to hell is paved with good intentions. In the wrong hands, Aurora could turn into the most dangerous place on Earth. And it does.
Oh, shit.
On Aurora, you are no longer the hunter. You are the hunter. And even worse, the hunters are a unit of elite Spec Ops soldiers gone rogue. They have the same training as you, the same experience, and they call themselves the Wolves. And they have taken over the island.
The Wolves are the most formidable opponents the Ghosts have ever had to face. Not only have they taken over Aurora, they've also reprogrammed Skell's drones to become powerful killing machines.
You're lost behind enemy lines. And your enemy is powerful and merciless.
So, Ghosts, can you survive your breakpoint?
Gameplay reveal. Here we go. Alpha gameplay footage. Which means it's... That's a new weapon.
Ghost 1-1, this is Ghost Lead. I'm 2 mics out your location, but I got something bad's on my ass.
Oh,
Bounty
shit.
on me to eliminate the threat.
Copy, Ghost Lead. I'm on route to UAP. Time now.
Looks like a future soldier camera angle. is like a whole, this is an all new style of game. This looks insane. Dude, it kind of looks like the Snowdrop engine. Yo! A weapon wheel? For like all your grenades? And you have to bandit. Whoa, dude, this is getting super in depth. This is like a survival game. Yeah, this is crazy.
Take cover. There's an Azrael drone overhead.
Copy that. Got it.
Focus. Yo, this is nothing like Wildlands. This is insane. This has got like some Metal Gear Solid vibes coming from it.
Ghost Lead, this is Ghost 1-2. We're en route to your location.
Okay.
This is insane, dude. This is insane. This is nothing like Wildlands. Prone camo?
Eyes on you, Ghost Lead.
Copy. I see you.
You got 3 bad guys closing from the rear.
Yo! What?
Nothing to report. I'm gonna continue my search. Reconning for location.
What?
You have hostile to my right.
Copy. On target.
Oh, there's that same animation. Yo!
I'll bring the fight to you. Be ready.
It's a new voice actor. New voice actor for Nomad.
Good cover. Bravo team will set a diversion at the gate. Me and 1-1 will infill the camp through the rear.
Copy.
Yo, this is insane. Oh, I switched over to somebody else. It's not Nomad anymore. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. If we're gonna be able to actually switch characters. No, okay. They just showcased that. Dude, look at that.
I got 2 armed hostiles here.
It's a whole new squad. Hold your breath. Yo, what? That's the Punisher voice? No, it's not. It's a whole new squad working with Nomad. Yo, dude, this is insane. I never would have expected them to do this. What is that? What? He's got a blowtorch that you can cut through fences now? What?
Drones out.
Yeah, this is definitely a new engine. It might even be the Snowdrop engine. No, I don't think it is a Snowdrop engine. It's a weird camera angle for the Snowdrop engine. Yo, the lean. He's got a lean feature too. What? No, there's a team. There's a whole squad with you. Yo, dude, I'm like freaking out right now. This is insane. The dude's got a ghillie.
3 hostiles. That's an Alpha drone.
That dude sounds like Weaver. That's definitely not. That's not Bowman. Dude, there's some. Those look like the heavy dudes from the Division. The dudes with the chain guns. Okay, how did that dude not see her? Boonie hat. Some of the gear looks pretty dope. That's the big light machine gunner.
Damn, there's nothing here either. Nothing ever happens around here.
Yo! Yo! That takedown!
Set. I have the drone. Drone's out.
Ghost lead. We're set.
Whoa. Jesus.
Let's move quick and quiet. Bravo team. We have hostiles inbound your location.
This is insane, dude. This is not a Wildlands copy. Take my money, I know, right? Holy shit, this girl's a bad bitch. Whoa, what?
What the fuck is that?
Jesus Christ, what is that? Yeah, I don't think it's John Bernthal. They wouldn't have brought him in for Cole Walker and then had him voice Nomad. That's literally straight out of the Division, those big guys. But they don't tank bullets. Yeah, that's not Bowman.
Hold in place. We're almost there.
This dude's got a bad shot.
What the hell are you doing? Why are they doing
There's the drone. There's the vehicle drone that we saw from the blueprints from Operation Oracle. Oh, that's a big. There it is, right there. That's the drone.
He's hit. I got you.
Oh, dope. Yo! Okay, you can carry teammates' bodies. Does that mean we can carry enemy bodies now? She just helped. She picked him up and carried him.
I have you covered.
What?
Hostile down.
Yeah, that's not Bernthal.
Time to go.
Shit.
Jesus. Dear Lord. Holy shit! What? Yo.
Everything you
Dude,
saw in this
get
playthrough
outta
was
here.
made possible thanks to one thing: experience. 7 years ago, we started Wildlands with a team of 30. We now have more than 1,000 developers focused on Ghost Recon. In the past 2 years alone, we've released 19 title updates. Breakpoint is bigger and better than anything we've done before.
This new game puts you in the boots of an elite special operations soldier. And on Aroa, you'll need every bit of your training and
insane,
experience
dude.
to survive.
The terrain has a real impact on your gameplay. It can be your enemy or your ally. You'll have to cross bodies of water and climb. Slopes will make you slide and tumble.
But you'll have the agility and new skills. With the prone camo feature, you can truly blend into your environment, using your surroundings to escape or surprise your enemies.
And to make the experience more immersive and intense, players can also suffer serious injuries. And depending on the gravity of the wound, players will need to adapt. Can they still aim their rifle? Can they run and escape?
Fortunately, you will also be able to heal yourself, either on the spot or in the brand new bivouac. The bivouac feature will allow players to rest and refit in the wilderness with their squad and do what real special operations soldiers do.
You'll have a wide variety
Wow.
of tools at your disposal. You'll be able to cut through fences, unlock a drone that will allow you to sync shot several targets, even in solo, or use a rocket launcher to take down enemies.
But survival isn't only about fighting. It's also about stealth. You can pick up and hide the body of an enemy to remain undetected.
Yes,
or
finally.
move your fellow wounded ghosts to safety.
Finally, you'll be able to play as multiple classes, and will be able to change class at any time from the bivouac. 4 different classes will be available at launch.
Wow, that's
with more to
interesting.
The thinking behind many of these gameplay
So you don't-
mechanics came from you, our community. Let's hear about how Ghost Recon Breakpoint has been inspired by your feedback.
You have been our secret weapon in taking Ghost Recon to a whole new level. First, Ghost Recon Breakpoint will feature a new main story with hundreds of cutscenes, dialogue choices, and more characters for you to discover.
Yes,
The
dude.
variety of enemies you'll face will keep things interesting, to say the least. There are many enemy archetypes with different abilities and weapons, and they're dangerous. Like this armored behemoth that'll take strength
Straight out of the
and precision
division.
to take down.
Enemy behavior has also evolved. If you get spotted, or if they become suspicious, your enemies will now coordinate together to take you want.
Enemies will now always be on patrol throughout the world. A constant reminder that in Ghost Recon Breakpoint,
Dude,
you're the prey.
And to take them on, you'll now have fan favorites and all new weapons at your disposal.
The gunsmith will give you access to a ton of different attachments that'll have a lot more impact on weapon statistics
the
and
intervention.
performance.
And you'll have even more options
Yo.
for character customization.
Oh.
And yes, this does include
Blouse
boots.
boots! There it is!
On road and
Yes!
by air and by sea.
And there'll be more military vehicles to traverse this
Oh
new
my
world.
god,
Want to
dude.
go fast? Take a Falcon. Want to plow through the jungle? Take a Fat Boy. Want to fight the wolves? Try a Locust.
Of course, Ghost
Dude.
Recon Breakpoint is fully playable in solo and up to 4-player co-op.
What?
And we are happy to announce that PvP will be available at launch for all players.
What?
But that's not all. You'll keep the same character throughout your whole experience in Breakpoint. This means you keep the same customization, the same skills, the same weapons, the same progression across the entire game.
Wow.
And this is just the beginning.
What?
And with 4 months after launch, we'll release a new major expansion episode to the game. It'll include the very first raid in a Ghost Recon game.
Raids?
Here's a taste of what's to come.
What? They're taking shit right out of the Division's playbook. The fuck is that? What?
A lot of people put tons of passion into the making of this game.
But we could not have done it without you, our community.
And so it is our pleasure to present to you our world premiere.
Our announced trailer for Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
All right, here we go. Here's the announced trailer. Killed Nomad's team.
I am a ghost, an elite soldier. Trained to strike my enemies before they know I exist.
Yo, that was Cole Walker.
But I survive. Overcoming any obstacle. Never surrendering.
Yo, looks dope.
And with my brothers and sisters at my side, there is no fight we fear.
This is incredible.
We are ghosts.
Dear Lord.
Afraid of death. So when you take the life of my brothers, when you provoke me, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, I will burn your world to the ground.
Yo.
I'm a ghost too. I would expect nothing less.
Why? Why? Yo, dude.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint is here, so strap on your boots because you have a mission. Stay tuned to hear more, live from our studio. We'll be there to answer your questions.
Yo. What? Walker's the wolf leader, but why? Why did he kill his team? Like, we gotta know some more backstory to that. Why does Walker kill Holt, Weaver, and shit, I forgot the other guy's name, but why?
Hey guys,
Why?
welcome to the Ghost Recon Breakpoint announcement post-show
All right,
live stream from the
we're gonna
Paris
zoom
studio.
this
My
out
name
to
is
theater
Grace.
mode
I'm
here.
one of your community developers on Ghost Recon, and I am joined here by two of our fantastic developers. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and what you do on Ghost Recon?
Hello, I'm Matthew Tompkinson, and I'm Director of User Experience and Realization. So when we talk about user experience, I'm in charge of making sure that the game is easy to learn, even if it's hard to master. And for the realization part, it's more about the cinematic aspects of the game and making sure the full game feels cinematic.
I'm Joe Gingras. I'm part of the game design realization team. In a nutshell, we're sort of the visual partners of game design. We provide with the visual support that is then going to be able to convey
There.
the
Sorry.
vision for the different game features.
I had to move all that over
Sometimes
so you guys
are
can kind of see chat.
storyboards,
And of course, there's
sometimes it's going to be schematics, video reference, and
the dicks in
we're
chat.
also in charge of
I had a
the
feeling Oracle was a
documentation
setup.
or the reference material of authenticity. So we spend time with Spec Ops and essentially
Yeah, Holt, Weaver, and Midas. Why? Like, why did they kill him?
discussing with them whether we're going to bounce ideas or mimic scenarios, and then we're going to film them, photograph them, talk about equipment,
Yeah,
tactics, and techniques.
that's the whole thing he said.
And in a nutshell,
When
yeah.
you kill my
So we-
Make
brothers,
sure everything feels good, feels like the
I'll hunt you
authentic
down and
Spec Ops
destroy your
experience.
world.
Yeah.
Very
That
cool.
was Nomad
So,
talking directly
in
towards
chat, if
Cole
you guys are on
Walker.
the Ghost Recon Twitch chat, you can type your questions in. We'll do our best to get to as many as possible near the end of the stream. So make sure that you are active there. We will also have a giveaway. We will have copies of Ghost Recon Wildlands, but these ones are special because, oh boy, we have signed copies. These are signed by the man, the myth, the legend, John Bernthal, who plays
Wow.
Walker, who you guys just saw. And it's also signed by the actor who plays Jay Skell and the male Nomad. So we'll have the giveaway towards the end of the stream, so make sure you stay
Yes, you're
tuned
gonna have
for
full
that.
customization like Wildlands.
And we will let you know when that is starting. So before we dive into some more topics in depth, why don't we do a quick recap of what we just saw in the video. We did see a lot, so I'll do my
Dude, what a
best to give
twist.
summary.
Yeah, dude, I don't...
So we saw there was a new mysterious open world in the archipelago of Aroa. There's going to be a new set of gameplay mechanics. We'll have stuff that
A lot of
really
survival
accentuates the
aspects in there.
military
That's
survival
insane.
Experience. We'll have fatigue and slopes, injuries, bivouac, train impact, prone camo. You'll be able to carry bodies now, which is very cool, and much more. As
I don't know if that was
You'll
Bowman.
be able to create and customize your ghost, and also a very cool announcement is that you'll be able to keep its gear, skills, and weapons throughout your entire experience in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So throughout PvE and PvP, you will have shared progression, and the PvP is included at launch this time.
Yes.
Yay.
Wow.
And of course, you will also be able to customize your experience. So you'll be able to play co-op, you'll be able to play solo, and PvP at any difficulty. So we really want to make sure that this game is for everyone. We'll also have a full
course you get
post-launch plan
parachutes.
with a lot of surprises to come. We won't be able to get too much into it today, but rest assured we will have more information soon.
Was that ray
And
traced?
it will release on October 4th worldwide on PS4, Xbox, and PC.
On PC,
So,
it probably will be.
Before we get into Breakpoint, I think this is a good time to talk about Ghost Recon Wildlands, since we just released a prologue mission for Ghost Recon Breakpoint for free for our players, and you will be able to see sort of how these games tie in together. And Matthew, I know it was very important for the team to sort of create this emotional and sort of gameplay journey that carries players over from one game to Breakpoint. Can you explain a little bit more about why that was important?
Yeah. So when we thought of the main antagonist for
Wow.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint,
What happens to Bowman? We don't
knew
know.
that we wanted the players to fight his brother-in-arms, a former ghost, and we felt that it wouldn't be enough just to like put it at the beginning of the story and you discover it. We really wanted the players to feel this moment of brotherhood with him, and that's why we introduced him. In Oracle, so that you could play alongside him. And then, when you start the game of Breakpoint, you feel the betrayal even more.
Wow,
And,
that's
the
insane.
thing is
That's a
that
good
we
call
also
on their
wanted
part.
A very smooth transition. We still have a huge number of players playing Wildlands, and we want them to have a gap from Wildlands to Breakpoint.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, after seeing that trailer at the very end of what we just saw, having played the prologue now, it makes it all that much more impactful and emotional. So if you guys have not played it yet, make sure that you go and do so. And speaking of, while you're doing that, we also have the Ghost Recon Rewards program. So just by playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, you will be able to earn some really cool rewards that will be available day one in Breakpoint. So you
Ghost
get some
Recon
unique
Future
items and
Soldier,
customizations for playing through
ACR.
the campaign, like beating El Sueño, some based on our thematic Year 2 special operations for playing Ghost War, and then for beating some of our endgame content like Ghost Mode. So not
Wow.
only will you get these exclusive items, but you will also be able to maybe hear some references to your exploits through some in-game dialogue in Breakpoint.
Yes.
So let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into Breakpoint. Let's talk about sort of the military survival behind enemy lines. You know, what tools are at your disposal, what
Shot with a
resources you'll
tracker.
have, and
Yeah,
how you
she
can use
did.
these to your advantage. So we know our players love to have a lot of different options in how they approach the mission. You can run in guns blazing if you want to do that. You can crash through the front door, or you can try a little bit more of a stealthy approach. So I'd like to start with that one because I know it's definitely a favorite of our community. They like to be sneaky in how they approach the enemy camps. Can we talk a little bit more about the different features that we showed that will help elevate the stealth
This is
gameplay?
interesting.
Yeah, let's talk about at least 3 of them.
Okay.
Well, we got the carry body that allows you to carry,
Yes,
and pick
carry
up a body
bodies.
and carry it elsewhere. And so, for example, you could pick up an enemy that you've killed silently and bring him to a more hidden area, and allowing you to.
Ooh, they make it so you can still shoot too.
Stealth streak undetected.
I hope.
You could also pick up a downed teammate and be the hero of the situation and bring him to safety, heal him, and then come back to fight.
Wow,
There's
that's
also
crazy.
the prone camo that we saw, very popular item, I should say, that allows you to blend in the environment. Part of the beginning of this idea was the image that we saw of the hero in the Predator movie covering himself with mud and then going undetected by the enemy.
What?
So we sat down with our spec up consultants and tried to come up with something that could be our version of that. So we
I don't even know what to say to all this.
essentially studied what the urban prone position could bring us, and then also covering ourselves with the terrain. And so in the end, in the game, you can cover yourself with sand, mud, snow, leaves, and so on, and essentially disappear.
Wow, so that's not just a mud thing. It's not like if there's an area
available.
that's
It's
got
a skill
mud.
that you have from the beginning of the game that you can use at will, depending on the terrain where you're at. And it also helps you to either escape or surprise your enemies.
Wow, that's
Sounds
crazy.
like you can set up some really cool scenarios there if you are able to.
Oh
plan
shit,
enough.
lady, it's called Ghost
Pretty close
Recon.
to
I know,
the-
right?
In the shadows. And there's the third item, which would be the breaching kit.
Yay.
And the breaching kit, with that, finally the ghosts are not fenced off anymore. They can cut in and insert through the fences.
It's about time we can cut through fences.
and
We don't
that
have to ram a
also
truck or
allows
throw a
the
grenade or
teammates
something to it.
to follow
I just
through.
hope in single player we can control our ghosts, tell them to go separate places.
So
Yeah,
I
you
can
can.
you and to do the hard, dangerous work, and then I can follow through after once you've sort of cleared it up.
Yes.
Very good.
It's an unlockable item, so I mean, you have to have it to use it.
Well, I will count on you to unlock it for
I
me.
will. I will be there for you, Grace.
Thank you. So let's say maybe you mess up your approach a little bit. Again, has never happened to me. I've never messed up once. Joe, I know, has some trouble sometimes. It's okay. It happens to most of us. And let's say that they're a little bit more prepared than you anticipated. We saw during the show that there was going to be some pretty cool changes to the enemies in Breakpoint, and that the wolves aren't working alone. So we will reveal a few more over the summer, but we already talked about 3 of the main enemy archetypes during the announcement. Maybe we can touch on those 3 a little bit more?
Yeah, well, working with the wolves, there are also the PMC, private military contractors, that have been hired to take care of the security through the island. And so what we saw, there are 3 different archetypes, new archetypes that we like to talk
dude,
about,
what the fuck,
today.
Cole?
So there's the rocket.
There's got to be some more backstory to that of why he did that.
In terms of gameplay is to challenge the player at long distance. It forces them to stay on the move with explosive attacks with cascade effects.
It looked like a smoke screen ability when you went to go pick up a teammate or something.
It's not a bullet going at you. It's a rocket. So area of effect, it means that if you are behind a weak cover, you have to move and change your strategy on the fly. And the cool thing also is that their ammo backpack that you can see on the image is a weak point for it. So it's a cool thing to aim for.
Weak point, so they're pulling some stuff from the Division.
Again, the Breacher pushes the player to change his strategy. It's an archetype of an enemy that goes towards you and that tries to attack you at close distance, and is equipped with a shotgun, and he uses also flash grenades to suppress the player. So you can't let them get close. You have to react.
They're pulling so much stuff from the Division.
Again,
flash grenades plus shotgun sounds like a very deadly combination.
That can be
cocktail. Yeah.
Absolutely. And my favorite is the heavy. So it's really a heavy, it's a armored behemoth that you have to learn to fear.
That's like the same character model from the Division, too.
To aim for his body is super protected, and you really have to be super precise about him. And the fact that he
so you shoot him in the face.
Minigun,
shoot him in the face one time, he should be dead.
Totally the battlefield, and you have to wait until you have a key opportunity.
I play on
to
PC.
Shoot at him, or you can also try and co-op. You can take the aggro, and myself, I can try to flank him and shoot him while
yes, there's a full story.
Shooting at you.
A lot more cinematic.
So you send Joe in to die, and then you sort of clean
That's
up
usually our strategy when we play together.
Yes, there is PvP at launch.
Either he stays in the back playing a sniper, or he goes at the front and to create a diversion.
Your service is honored. So during the show, they mentioned that the enemies will start working together to take you down. Can you explain a little bit more about how that's going to work?
Yeah, well, we made the AI evolve to provide a better stealth
No,
experience.
Breakpoint. It's Breakpoint. It's not a
if an enemy
DLC.
becomes suspicious,
A brand new game.
Depending on the risk of the situation, either they will choose
other
to
than
stop,
PvP at launch, nothing about
at
it.
your last known position, or they might send out a radio call to call for reinforcement. And then you only have a very short time frame to eliminate the radio caller before things get very messy and you're overwhelmed with all the reinforcement.
There's not bullet sponges. They took down a heavy with like 3 or 4
is
bullets. They just shot him in the face.
Realistically than before. The enemies really need to investigate.
They killed them all. They killed Weaver,
so
Midas,
let's say like
and
a situation where you attack them and they noticed you, you really will see all the enemies go towards you to try to attack you, and they will have to find your last known position. And myself, I can try to flank.
Wolves are working for J
Scale.
Scale.
A good opportunity to
PvP must be separate like Wildlands. It's
camera,
all the same progression, story progression, character progression in the story, character progression in PvP. It's all one thing.
They know where you are. They have to find you in order to shoot you. So it's good.
Main game. Talking about main game.
So let's say that they do shoot you and you messed up and you do get hit.
It happens to you.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, frequently.
Too many times.
We saw in the presentation that there are going to be a lot of cool mechanics that kick in to really amp up that military survival experience. Can you explain?
I was totally not expecting this style of game.
Yes. Well, there's multiple tiers of wounds or injuries that you can get. And essentially, on the first tier, well, first of all, there's injuries and health damage.
There's 4 different classes that you can choose to start. You don't necessarily have to play as Nomad, I don't think.
And he gets his stamina reduced.
There's 4 different classes that
Second
you can
tier,
kind of choose from
he
at
goes,
launch, and then there's going to be
limps
multiple
heavily,
classes added
and he
later
starts bleeding,
that you can play with
and
in
the aiming is gonna
the
start
campaign.
to become really difficult.
Yes, you can
On
play
the third
solo.
tier, your ghost essentially stops running altogether and is stumbling and limping, and he's doing all that with only his handgun to protect himself.
Yes, it's a
So
brand
how
new
do you heal
game.
up? How do you get your ghost back into fighting shape?
Well, you can pick up items in the game, and for example, injuries, well, you'll heal yourself through bandages, and for anything that has to do with health damages, you'll use the syringe.
Mhm. So we know that ghosts can get hit, but they always have a way to fight back, and now we have a
That's
whole
insane.
new set of CQC finishers, which I'm very excited about because they look badass and you feel so
Some
cool
new
when you see
CQC
that animation
finishers.
go off.
Well, the one was
So
straight out
Jeremy, you
of
worked
Oracle.
a lot on those animations and making sure they felt real. Could you give us a little bit more detail on how that new system works?
Yes, well, we've worked with our Spec Op consultants as victims. They showed us how this worked.
This sounds very good.
Yes,
Do you have
and-
footage of this?
Well, we have. I can show you later.
Thank you.
We won't show it now. But,
Jesus.
Yeah, well, essentially, and they also are the ones that trained our stunt actors that then performed the CQCs. So the players get a slot where they can equip a melee weapon. So either at launch, a fixed blade or a
So
cannon.
there's a new slot where you
and
can
depending on
put
which
a
one you
melee
equip
weapon.
will trigger a different animation set.
Cool. So it sounds like with different animation sets, maybe there's some different sort of things that you can do to set up a different animation. So like depending on where
No
your
health
ghost
regen, you
is
have
or
to
what the
heal yourself
environment is at that
with
point.
bandages or a
Can you
syringe.
explain a little bit more about that?
Correct. Whether you're in stealth or in active combat, if you approach the target, from the back or the front, or on slopes, or if you spring out of a bush or from prone camo, are all going to play different animation sets.
Cool.
Wow.
So can you customize your melee weapon?
Yes, you can customize.
You can customize your melee.
And you will see it in those animations when the CQC finishers are playing.
Wow.
And you can customize it through different skins that are going to be available to put on either your fixed blade or karambit. And those customizations will allow you to fit it with your ghost attire.
So do you guys you have a
What?
preference? You more of a fixed
That's
blade or a karambit sort of a person?
Personally, I'm more of a fixed blade guy. I'm more of a
New
survival
game.
guy, so this is the one I go for.
Okay, cool. Matthew?
Myself, since I love cooking, I would love to have like a cooking knife. And I'm more into knives than karambit, but I don't promise that it will be available in the game, the cooking knife.
Well, I like the party
Looks
knife,
interesting.
which is what I call the karambit.
I'd like to be able to play it. I'd love to be able to go out to Ubisoft and play it.
Listen, I don't want to get into it right now. That's
That'd
for
be
the
nuts.
post show.
All right.
So we've talked a lot about who you're fighting against, but not who you're fighting with yet. Breakpoint will be fully playable in co-op up to 4 players. But what does the game look like for people who want to play it solo?
Well, we wanted to give the players the full possibility to choose how they want to play. So, of course, you can play up with a squad of 4 ghosts in total, but you can also play as a solo operative. And we wanted to give a feeling of
No, why have this chick talking about the
here.
game?
So
May I ask what
Here
CQC
we don't
finish
have
you used
AI
before getting
teammates.
Oracle
It's
finished?
up to you. Either you just choose to play
Splinter Cell
alone
Karambit.
behind enemy lines, and you raise from the ashes and you fight your enemy, or you can play with your friends, with up to 3 friends.
So one of the features that I know was very well liked in Wildlands was the sync shot. Are they still going to be able to do that if they're playing solo?
That's one of my favorite things, also the sync shot, and we really wanted to keep it in the game, so we decided to make it even cooler. So as you've seen in the video, you can use some mini lethal drones that you deploy.
Yes, Midas, Weaver, and
enemies,
Holt are
up
gonna be
to
dead.
3 enemies, and then you aim yourself, and you can shoot up to 4 targets at the same moment, and that's super cool.
Very cool. So what happens if you go down and you're playing solo?
Now you will have to rely on yourself. That's also the reason why we've introduced injuries, so you have warnings before you die, but then you don't have AI teammates to come and save you. If you want teammates to save you, they have to be human.
Okay, gotcha. So get some friends together.
So there is no AI teammates.
So we've
You're
spoken
solo,
about,
and then you
how
have
important it is
drones
create
to
this
do your sync
customized
shot.
experience,
There's not
and a huge
actually
part of
AI
that in
teammates.
Breakpoint
If
is
you
we're
want to
going
play
be
with
the
other people,
classes
they
that are
have to be
available
real
in both
people.
PvE and PvP. So we will have 4 available at launch, but we went through 2 of them during the stream, the Sharpshooter and the Panther. Could you guys maybe explain a little bit more about those 2?
Yes, well, for all the sniper players out there, the Sharpshooter is the class to go for. It's skillful, deadly, and the Sharpshooter can load up to 3 bullets, special bullets, that deal extra damage and to the enemies, and then he can also hold his breath longer, giving you more stability when you aim, and he's also faster on the reload of all the long-range weapons.
Cool. And the Panther.
Do you get AI to
master
replace the number of
infiltration?
teammates you don't have?
Absolutely,
No.
that's my favorite,
You're either playing
playing as a
solo
Panther.
or with
So,
4
still,
real
stealth is
players.
really, still very
You
important
have
in the game,
drones
and
to
you
help
want
you
to
with
be
sync
able,
shots if you want to play
infiltrate,
solo, but
stealthily.
there is no
And, when
AI
you play the
teammates.
Panther, you can quickly engage at close range, and you can retreat back to stealth anytime you want. So it's really, you come out of the shadows and you go back to the shadows. And now the Panthers, they have a smoke bomb that if anything goes bad, they can use this smoke bomb to vanish, disappear, and become invisible from the enemies for a few seconds. And then it gives you an opportunity to counterattack or just disappear if
Or
you
run
want.
away.
Or run away.
Okay, so the
It's a
smoke
legitimate
bomb is
strategy.
tied to the Panther
Yeah,
class.
Absolutely. So Panthers, I have to admit, they don't have access to loud or heavy weapons, but it compensates by they are harder to detect, they are faster to move, they have no damage reduction when they're using suppressors.
Very good.
So it really makes a difference when you want to play stealthy. Going for a Panther is the way to go.
Cool.
So once you picked your class, are you locked in?
Not permanently. You can always switch classes to bivouac.
So what this bivouac you speak of? What else can you do at it?
Well, bivouac is a safe place to rest and to prepare for battle. And when
That's
you
cool.
speak
So
with
your
Spec
bivouac
Ops,
is like your
one
base
thing
camp.
that comes up really quickly is the fact that the attack part of an operation is really a small proportion of what really happens or goes down through the whole operation. I mean, they'll talk to you about planning, walking, waiting, recon, more waiting, and then eventually attack. It's a very short portion. And so this
October
bivouac,
4th.
feature is something that really rings true to.
I don't think
what
weapons
Spec
are
Ops really
based
going
to
through
specific
in
classes. There's
operation.
just skills and traits that go with
You'll
those
find
classes.
bivouacs all spread across all the islands of Aurora, and you can either go and try to find them yourself, or you can come across characters in the game that will give you hints as to where they are and how to find them. But once you're at the bivouac, you can heal yourself. You can switch classes, and you can do many other things. You and, of course, your co-op teammates with you.
Yeah, there are different ideas that we wanted to come up with the bivouac, and we wanted a moment of respite for the players to be able to strategize, plan for the next attack. And as we said, we can choose the different classes for each of us. And it's not like we're
Yes,
having a
sequel to
class that we have
Wildlands.
to decide at the beginning of the game, and then we have to stick
Solo
with it. You still keep
or
lots
with
of
3
progression,
other real
for your,
players, there is no
character.
AI
And some of the
teammates.
progression is linked to your class. But if we were playing the 3 of us, we can decide to play 3 different classes according to what we want. So even if I'm usually playing a Panther and yourself also
Yes,
you're playing it,
the gunsmith
we
is
can
back.
decide
Like
who
you can
could be a
customize all your
sharpshooter,
weapons. You can
or
customize
could
your
go
character
being
even
all the
more
3 of us
than you
Panthers.
could in
It's really up to
Wildlands.
the players to choose the combination they want to create.
Triple Panther.
Triple Panther. Pink Panther. That fits you.
Triple Sniper.
Triple Sniper also.
I don't know. With even myself, God gave her grace. I don't know if Triple Sniper is going to work out.
I'm probably
going to
go the Panther
but I believe
stealth class, depending on what the other 2 are that they're not
so
going to
all of
talk
this
about
sounds like
today.
it can make for some pretty intense combat scenarios, and I know the dev team has taken a lot of care to really find a good balance between immersion with this military survival spec
Yeah.
ops experience.
Walker
and
better
also
not be a
fun.
pushover.
So can you expand a little bit more on how we're making sure that that balance is felt in the game by the players?
It's true that with Breakpoint we are putting the mightiest enemies the Ghost has ever encountered. It's themselves, like the wolves were from a ghost. So the game can be very challenging. But at the same moment, and that's part of my job as a user experience director, I want the game to be accessible for everyone. every player should be able to play. So we have still 4 levels of difficulties that allow you to choose what fits best
3
for you.
real
So
players,
if you want a hardcore
not AI.
challenge, and I know you like it,
Grace level. It's official.
Yeah,
We have to change it.
we might call it Grace
Please
level
do.
of difficulty.
Everyone will believe
State of
you.
grace.
That's even better. So yeah, you can choose to have a very hardcore experience, and if you wanted to have something a bit more laid back with easier difficulty, it's still possible. And
The Joe Show.
Why not? We're coming
yes,
up with
Ghost
good
Recon
names here.
Breakpoint.
Good tribute.
But the good thing is that even if the 3 of us
Direct
decide
sequel,
to play with 3
Cooper.
different difficulties or 4 different difficulties, it's still possible. We really want players to be able to play the way they want, and we don't want them to not be able to play all together.
I could have swore
So
that he
it sounds
said
like
it was
you can-
solo
you can
or
make
playing with
this
other
the
real
experience
people.
that you want to have, no matter sort of like, listen, I've got a great
Maybe they
amount
didn't get rid of
skill,
AI
but should
teammates.
I want to, relax and take something a little bit easier? Then, if I should want to, I could play it on an easier setting. Not that I would though, because hardcore,
Honor.
Nobody will know, don't worry.
Thanks. So we've covered a lot of the military survival features that will be in Breakpoint, but let's move on to the story and the setting. So there have been some hints laid out in the last few updates of Ghost Recon Wildlands, especially in the most recent one with Operation Oracle. We've seen the name J. Skell and Skelltech thrown around. Who is he? Who is J. Skell, and what is his
Yeah, of course
deal?
there's going to be
So
microtransactions.
what can I say about J. Skell without spoiling too much? He's a tech genius. If you've played Ghost Recon Wildlands, you've seen some hints about his inventions in actions. He's a really interesting figure because he's both brains, power, money, and he has enough to do incredible things. Like, if he wants to create the world of tomorrow, that's what he actually does. He just buys a full archipelago in the Pacific Ocean, and he puts all of his company's skills to develop what would be the world of tomorrow here, and bring all the families, all the facilities for them. And this character, at the same moment, has a sense of naivety and hope that I really like. The idea is that he wants to use this tech to help the world.
And I'm sure that ends very well.
How did you guess?
I watched the trailer. I did. So his tech
No.
is
You don't need to play Fallen
being
Ghosts.
used perhaps by not the nicest people. So we've met Walker before in Operation Oracle, and now we're seeing him a little bit more differently than what we've seen before. Can we talk a little bit about him without spoiling too much?
Yeah. So if it wasn't clear, Cole D. Walker is an ex-Ghost. You've worked closely with him, and he's a very compelling character with lots of nuance. And what we wanted to do is to allow the players to spend time with him when he was on the other side, before we would have him as an antagonist. And we knew that John Bartle would be a great fit for him. We've seen his movies, we've seen his shows, we've seen how much of badass spec ops he can be, and we felt that it would be the perfect fit for the character. And the thing is that from what you will understand through Operation Oracle where he's coming from, but he has crossed a line that you're not ready to accept. It's not like it's all black and white and he's like super evil. He has a very different stance on the situation than you do. And he makes you his target, and you're going to make him your target, and it's going to hurt. And I can tell you just that he's willing to do whatever it takes to keep his hold on Orowa.
Yeah, he's after watching the trailer now and having played Operation Oracle, it's really hits a little bit closer to home. So if you guys again haven't played it, it will add some context to what happened.
It's the island that
trailer,
J. Skell and Skell technology is based on.
Since we can't talk about it too much, when can the community expect to hear a little bit more about Walker and his wolves?
So, of course, when you play the game, you'll get to learn much more, but we might come with a bit more details at E3.
E3, okay. You guys heard it here.
E3.
Ubisoft conference.
June 10th.
June 10th, Monday. Tune in. So we've talked about the people, so let's talk a little bit more about the place. What we've seen so far of Aroa, it's this vast, beautiful landscape. It's got a lot of diversity. Joe, could you talk a little bit more about where Breakpoint is set?
Yes, so the archipelago, it's set in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And it's this place where the most advanced architectural buildings meet with the wildest and most untamed nature. And to start off, the main island of Aroa
That's
itself
interesting.
is as big as the full map of Wildlands at launch. So although Aroa is fictional, it is
as big as the Wildlands map.
By the real world references. And so the team wanted to combine reality with a bit of fantastical. And so we used the actual inspiration of the Pacific Ocean islands with their dramatic terrain to create this extreme terrain that we're going to be exploring through the game.
We actually had lots of fun to create this fictional island, and we worked with consultants to imagine what would be the world of tomorrow. And the whole island has its own logic. It's self-sustainable. Everything has a reasons to be in the island. And I think that players will enjoy seeing how much details we've put in.
Yeah, the logic between the different elements and how everything comes together, the different operations that you have to do. It's really good.
And since it isn't necessarily a real place, though it is based on a lot of real-world references, we have the freedom to maybe play with it a little bit more, potentially in the post-launch.
Gives us more flexibility to expand and grow in the post-launch. Yeah, add islands and whatnot. Even as you were saying, if you look at the map at the beginning, you can kind of see a few hints of where that's going.
A few hints. So we saw a couple different sort of settings and biomes during the presentation. We saw snow, we saw jungle.
There is AI teammates. That was a mistake on my part.
So how are players going to get around this massive world of Aroa?
Well, there's multiple selection of vehicles. The Ghosts can reach their objectives via either air, land, or
Vehicle
sea.
models look really, really cool,
There's
though.
going to be a greater variety of military vehicles now.
Very cool. So Aroa is where the PvE happens, but where does the PvP happen?
Well, actually, the PvP also happens on Aroa. So the places that you'll get to visit in PvE, there will be, for some of them, similar, or there will be the exact same ones as you get in PvP. It's two different game modes, but it will be the opportunity for you to visit it in both modes.
Okay. So similar to Wildlands
comes into
PvP.
the shared progression that we announced between the PvE and PvP modes. Could you talk a little bit more about how that actually works?
Well, we are really about, we wanted the players to be able to play any way they want. So let's say you have a few hours and you have your friends that are available. You can play in co-op if you want. If you want to focus yourself on the game, either for progressing or investing in the storyline, you can play in solo, or you can play with one friend, two friends. It's really up to you. But if you feel like playing against other players, building your team, but really showing your skills. It's something that you might want at any time, but you could be afraid of like losing time compared to the progression that you're building during PvE. Or if you spend time in the PvE, you might consider, okay, but I want to be fast and I want to be the first on PvP. So that's the reason why we decided to go for shared progression. All your customization will be available in both modes. So the way all your gear, all your weapons, the skills that you unlock, all of that will be available for both.
So when can the community expect to hear a little bit more about PvP?
So what's great is that the PvP will be this time at launch.
Yay, we did it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you'll be able to learn more about PvP at Gamescom.
August.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll have more about.
We got to wait till
PvP
August to hear
in
more about
August at
PvP.
Gamescom. So we've talked about sort of the launch of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, but I think we should touch a little bit more on the post-launch aspect of it. There will be obviously a raid, which is very cool. So that's
insane that they're bringing a
entirely new to
raid.
Ghost Recon.
Ghost
we will have
Recon.
a year one for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which will contain 3 episodes, and there will be. Oh, Yeah, we got the roadmap on there, so you can see, generally speaking, when they're going to be released. Episode 1 will start right at launch, and we can't share too many details about that right now, but one of the things we really understood from our community is that you guys want a lot of content to engage with frequently, and so we very much have that on top of mind, that we want to give our players something fresh, something exciting to engage with all throughout year 1. So we aim to start strong and keep content updated regularly.
Shit, hold on a sec.
Active volcano, raid, lava.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Can we maybe tease a little bit?
Well, as you said, during episode 1, we'll release our first raid for Ghost Recon. So it's a big thing for us, and we wanted to make the best raid possible. We wanted to give the players a reason to build their characters.
Yeah, attachments and PvP.
Challenge.
All the progression
since
moves over to
we're in
PvP,
the
so that'll be
Pacific,
interesting.
Ocean, we felt like it was the occasion to do the best, the more dramatic landscape possible. An active volcano.
I don't think there's anything more dramatic than an active volcano.
All the team was so excited to be able to develop this. And not only it will be a very, I would say, a new environment, but also a very threatening environment. But it will be also the place where you will meet the highest technology from scale technology. So prepare yourself to meet the biggest threats and to have big surprises when you land there.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's going to be very tough. You
Yeah.
need 4 extremely talented ghosts.
Absolutely.
We've got 3 right here.
Come with trained friends.
Yep.
Got 3
That's
right
really
here.
the idea, since we're focusing a lot
Oh
on
my
the
God.
possibilities to develop your character. It gives you a reason to play.
Yeah,
more and
customization,
more,
character customization
and,
is
get
even
the
better
best gear,
in this
the
game, is what they
best
said.
elements possible to meet your final destination.
Take on the ultimate challenge.
It's the same concept as the Division. It's a raid. You have to go and complete this massive mission.
Looking at this huge cloud of ashes with this storm happening in there. It's
You want to go there.
Yeah, first thing you want to do.
All right, well, I think we cover most of the topics that
You didn't
we
answer
had
any
set
questions.
to discuss in depth. We'll go over some questions. Well, but first, we're going to do the giveaway. So,
Yes.
as a reminder, we've got 3 copies of the Xbox signed and 3 copies of PS4. Again, these are signed by John Bernthal. So, in the chat, if you type hashtag Ghost Recon, you will be entered in. It'll be first come, first served for these. So, if all 3 of the Xbox are gone, then you'll take a PS4. Or, I mean, the value here, I think, is that Mr. Bernthal has indeed touched and signed these at some point in his life, so worth it. So while you guys enter in that, we'll give it about 5 minutes or so. Let's answer some questions from the chat. So, number 1, Matt Radical is asking, is there a Battle Royale?
So right now, no. The full team is dedicated
Right
to
now,
shipping
no.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So there are no plans for Battle Royale at the moment. We'll see how the game evolves post-launch.
Cool. So I'm going to butcher everybody's Twitch name. I'm really sorry. By Ariasu. So in the end, can we confirm AI teammates or not?
So no AI teammates, if it wasn't clear, at launch on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So the idea is really a true lone wolf experience in solo.
No AI teammates. I told you
up to a
guys.
full squad in co-op.
So you can be that solo operative, sort of
Absolutely.
taking on Walker by yourself behind enemy lines. Cool.
Painful, but possible.
So by Bloodshank, which is an interesting name, how in-depth is the character and outfit customization?
Well, we will communicate a little bit more about the character customization later in the campaign, but if you liked what you had in Wildlands, you'll like what you'll have in Breakpoint, even more. Male, female, and we made sure to include all the biggest community requests, including blouse boots.
I don't know, I saw the chat go wild. I feel like there were people who are just sort of tuning in. They're like, what is that? And then the community is just going wild. You can blouse your boots. Yay. So Insanity Brick is asking, will there be franchise crossovers like in Wildlands?
I'm not sure we're communicating on this right now. Maybe when we're closer to launch.
The red dot lowers.
Yeah, I
Watch
see
out,
my boss
Matthew.
right here
Yeah.
that is ready to kill me if I
He
say.
keeps doing this. I don't know what that means.
No, but we have some pretty exciting ideas, so finger crossed.
Fingers crossed. So Experiment 621 is asking, can you play the raid in solo?
No, the raid will be 4-player co-op. It's like the toughest challenge. You have to build your team with you. Choose the best friends of yours to do so. Even we wanted, it's a challenge that has been built so that we really maximize as much as possible all your cooperative skills. So you will really have to organize yourself, think.
This is very interesting. I can't believe some of the stuff that they're doing in this game.
Prepare to improvise, if that's a thing, to prepare to improvise. But make sure that you know how to do your job on each side. So it's really like 4-player co-op experience.
Communication is going to be very important.
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
Maybe hold some tryouts before. See which of your friends you like under stress.
Before the raid.
Yeah.
And then we've got from Masterminded, is the game third-person shooter or first-person shooter?
Well, Breakpoint builds on the great foundation of Wildlands, so it's a TPS when iron sights or when shooting, and players can choose if they want to shoot first or third person. Personally, I like to go third person. I like to go TPS.
Even when you're sniping?
Except when I'm sniping.
Sniper headshot god Joe? You? Really?
Yeah, when I'm just going around, all around shooting, go TPS.
Hiding in the mud. So FGM_Guy Smiley is asking, will PvP be 4v4?
So yes, PvP will be available at launch, and it will be 4v4 players indeed.
4v4 PvP.
Earlier, we'll communicate a bit more on the PvP at game.
That's the one thing they're going to tell us. It's 4v4.
More details on PvP. So Swift you do, and I guess a lot of other people are asking, is this game an RPG? Are enemies bullet sponges?
So I would say that Breakpoint is more a military shooter. So when you shoot an enemy in the head, it will die.
Threatening.
Oh yeah.
No bullet
Make sure you
sponges.
hit the heavy in the head as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You need to practice that aim. So I think that's all the time for questions that we have. And before we head
What
out,
engine
let's
is it running on?
Sort of jump into what's the summer going to look like for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We hope that you're eager for more information, and we are definitely excited to share more when we get closer to launch. So as we've said during the show, our next major communication will be at E3, so make sure you tune into the Ubisoft conference on Monday, June 10th for some more reveals. Again, we said Walker and the Wolves might make an appearance. Again, you can play the mission in Ghost Recon Wildlands, Operation Oracle, so you can play the prologue to the game before it comes out.
No, there's animals. Cool. There's plenty of animals.
And you can also earn some rewards while you're playing it for day one in Breakpoint. I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for joining us on the stream. Special thank you to Matthew and Joe for giving us some details and taking a break from developing the game to come speak with us and speak with the community. For the latest news on Ghost Recon Breakpoint, make sure you follow us at Ghost Recon on Twitter, and you can also join in the discussion on the official Ubisoft forums. So don't forget that Ghost Recon Breakpoint will be released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC on October 4th. We will see you soon. Ghosts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over and out.
Over it.
Well.
An elite soldier. Trained to strike my enemies before they know I exist. Death stalks me. But I survive. Overcoming any obstacle. Never surrendering. my brothers and sisters at my side. There is no fight we fear. So when you take the life of my brothers, when you provoke me, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, I will burn your world to the ground. I'm a ghost too. I would expect nothing less.
God damn it, dude. I can't believe that. Fucking Walker, man. UBE3. Alright, so there's no AI teammates. There are drones that you can basically use for sync shots, so you can still take out 4 enemies at the same time. But if you want to play with other people, you have to play with other real players. I don't know. I don't think we're actually going to get any more operations for Ghost Recon Wildlands. I was wrong. I thought we were going to get something. So, Jumley, dude, your channel go hella fast. Turn those back on. Yeah, so that's interesting. Been badass to have Walker as an AI teammate. Yeah, it would have. But so real quick, brief recap: all the weapon customization and character customization from Ghost Recon Wildlands is even better in this game. They didn't really showcase and talk to a lot. There's a new weapon slot. So like before, you had 2 primary weapons, you had a secondary weapon, which was like a pistol or something like that. Now there's actually going to be another slot for a melee weapon, and at launch, they're going to launch with like a straight combat knife and then a karambit knife you can choose from, and then they're going to be adding more weapons with each thing. I would assume you're going to be able to do just like you did in Wildlands, and you're going to be able to go around and find weapons and attachments and stuff like that. That was one of the coolest part about the game itself, was exploring and finding new things. And they did confirm that the map size, the actual big island of Aroa, is the exact same size as Ghost Recon Wildlands' map. And then with each individual DLC that they're going to add to the game, they're going to expand the map even more. So this is a fictional island called Aroa, and it's in the South Pacific. I hope there's matchmaking for raids. That would suck if there wasn't. It's not the same Nomad from the last game. It's the same Nomad. That's who it is. It's Nomad. He's wearing the same. He's wearing the same shirt. He's got the same goatee, beard, and everything. It's Nomad. They just changed his character model a little bit. Yeah, the weapon wheel. So you're going to have to heal your character. So when you get shot, you're going to have to use bandages to heal like regular wounds. And then if you get hurt bad enough that your health goes down, you're going to actually have to use a syringe. And those are not infinite. You're going to have to scavenge and find those in the open world and stuff. So that's pretty cool. John Breeden, yo, thank you for the dollar holla, brother. Expand the map. Yeah, the map's going to get bigger. There's going to add more islands to the islands. Like the Aroa Island. They're going to add more islands to it. Yep, different voice. Yeah, it's a different voice actor. It's probably, I'd like to see exactly who that was because he sounded familiar. So you're for like the campaign and everything, and you're actually going to be able to run across other NPCs. It's a lot of story-driven things. So when it's cinematic. So it's going to be similar to, like, I'm trying to remember all these different games that do it. So you go and you find an NPC and you engage in a conversation with them. It's going to be a lot more cutscenes and stuff like that. And then you're actually going to be able to choose different dialogue when you're talking to someone. It's going to give you different dialogue options to talk and stuff. So it should be pretty cool. We haven't heard anything about Bowman. We have no idea what happened to Bowman. No idea what happened to Bowman. This is a brand new game, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Think it's going to be better on PS5. I'm more of an Xbox guy when it comes to consoles, so it's going to run great on the PS5. It's going to run even better on the next-gen Xbox. And I would assume this is going to be playable and everything on the next-gen consoles. It's going to look even better because on the next-gen consoles, they did confirm that there is going to be ray tracing and everything on the next-gen consoles. October 4th. October 4th. Yes, it's a different voice actor. Yes. It's probably more of a mainstream actor. Matthew Addox, Smooth Fizzle, Gaming Brothers. Yo, thank you guys so much for the subs. Bowman's in jail. If I want a dialogue, I'd play The Division. This is disappointing. Dude, this isn't disappointing, at least in my opinion. I'm really excited about it. But, guys, it is actually 3:52 on the East Coast. I actually have to go pick up my kids from school. So it kind of ended at a good time. I really, really, really appreciate all of you guys tuning into the stream. And for those of you guys that are in here right now and haven't hit the like button on the stream, make sure to do that before you leave. Every like helps. I would really appreciate it. Yes, you can move bodies. You can pick up and carry bodies. Yes. No idea about bipods. No idea. When can we pre-order? No idea. You might even be able to pre-order now. I don't know. But that's pretty much going to do it for the live stream though, guys. Like I said, I really, really appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you guys haven't subscribed already and you guys want to stay tuned to more, because I'm going to be pumping out some videos talking about all this and stuff on the channel. My gamer tag on console. That's my gamer tag on console. On PC, it's just through Uplay. It's just the same as the YouTube channel. Is it going to be cross-platform? No, I doubt it. You'll be able to play it on PS4, Xbox, and PC, but I doubt it'll be cross-platform. Should I finish playing Wildlands first? I mean, you can. I would definitely make sure to play the Operation Oracle DLC. That would probably be all I would recommend, to be honest. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. Yeah, but your channel is awesome. It inspired me to make my own channel. Check it out if you want. Yo, that's awesome, brother. Don't ever give up. That's the big advice I'll give you. So, but yeah, if I stay here, guys, I'm going to keep rambling and rambling and rambling because we still have over 400 people in here. I think we peaked at almost 2,500 viewers. That just blows my mind. That's absolutely insane. And we're only about 50 subscribers away from 32,000. That's just absolutely incredible. When I woke up this morning, I was at like 31,400 or something like that, 500, somewhere around there. But what an incredible day for the Ghost Recon franchise. I cannot wait to hear more on this. Maybe by some stroke of luck, I'll have an opportunity to go play this game early at Ubisoft or something, maybe down the road. Who knows? Only time will tell. But either way, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you so much for the subs, the donos, the people becoming members of the channel. It means a lot to me. I can't thank you guys enough. And definitely stay tuned to the channel for definitely some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint content over the next few days. But overall, that's all for the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace out.